Good day everyone, this is Jamaica Balili and I will going to discuss to you my learning objective with the topics nouns and pronouns. So as you can see, I have a table here which you can see the revised taxonomy with two dimensions of the cognitive domain. And in the first column, we can see the cognitive dimension. The second column is the factual, the third column is the conceptual, the fourth column is the procedural, and the fifth column is the metacognitive. And now I will going to discuss first the first dimensions of level of the revised cognitive domain, which is remember. When say remember, it means recognize and recall. In the first column, I write in there my objective, which is student will be able to recall the common and proper nouns. For the second column, which is remember facts, I write there state the types of nouns. For the third column is the remember concepts. So I write there define nouns and pronouns. And for the fourth column, which is remember procedures, I write in there list the pronouns that are used to begin a questions. And for the fifth column, which is remember metacognitive knowledge, I write my learning objective, which is recognize the two personal pronouns in example sentences. And now we are going to proceed to the second level of cognitive domain, which is understand. If we say understand, it means explain, infer, exemplify, etc. In this first column, I write explain the importance of using nouns and pronouns. And for the factual, which is understand facts, I write in there my learning objectives, which is student will be able to explain how demonstrative pronoun code as the pointers. For the third column, which is understand concepts, student will be able to summarize the indefinite pronouns. And for the fourth column, which is understand pronouns, the student will be able to discuss the difference of separate words, hyphenated words, and combined words. And last but not the least is the understand metacognitive knowledge. Student will be able to interpret the example of personal pronouns. For the third level of cognitive domain, which is apply, it means execute or implement. I write in there a student will be able to construct a table showing the examples of singular and plural nouns. For the second column, I write in there execute the nouns in conversation. And for the third column, I write in there construct sentence with nouns and pronouns. And for the fourth column, I write in there and apply procedures. Student will be able to use the interrogative pronouns in asking questions. And for the last column, which is the apply metacognitive knowledge, student will be able to practice the concrete and abstract nouns. The fourth level of cognitive domain is analyze. If we say analyze, it means organize, attribute, etc. In this column, I write student will be able to organize the proper and common nouns. In the second column, in analyzed facts, I write in there, student will be able to differentiate between singular and plural. For the conceptual, which is analyze concepts, I write in there, explore the compound noun as my learning objectives. And for the analyze procedure, which is in the fourth column, I write in there, student will be able to separate noun and pronouns. And for the fifth column, which is analyze metacognitive knowledge, student will be able to reflect on one's ability in making a conversation using collective nouns. And now let's proceed to the fifth cognitive dimension or level of cognitive dimensions, which is evaluate, which means check or critique. In this first column, I write check one's ability in using singular and plural noun in making a sentence. And in the second column, which is evaluate facts, I write there student will be able to select the most important types of pronouns. And in the evaluate concept, I write in there critique the different views about collective and compound noun. In the fourth column, which is evaluate procedures, I write in there my learning objectives, which is student will be able to choose the most important types of nouns. And last is evaluate metacognitive knowledge, which is the fifth column. I write in there students will be able to assist one's English sentence using interrogative pronouns. Last cognitive domain is create, which means generate, produce, plan, etc. In this column, I write student will be able to make a graphic organizer of the types of nouns and pronouns. In the second column, which is create facts, student will be able to produce a presentation showing student conversation using any type of nouns and pronouns. In the third column, which is create concepts, student will be able to write an essay about the importance of nouns and pronouns. And for the fourth column, student will be able to create a Venn diagram that shows difference and similarities of nouns and pronouns. And last but not the least is create metacognitive knowledge, which is the fifth column. Student will be able to make a table of the proper and common nouns. That's all. Thank you for watching.